That looked wild.
I haven't had that much fun at breakfast in a while. I was super bummed that you missed that one, but man, oh man, that was great. Pedro and his wife Judith, they are amazing folks.
Yeah.
And they were wonderful hosts. So, but we are here today at Country Style Ice Cream in Bettendorf.
Yes.
And even you walked in the door. And what did you say when you saw this food?
I said, "Wait a minute, they serve breakfast?" And I was like, "Wait, are they open right now?" And then I did remember we were here, I don't know, a month or two ago, doing a live show in the afternoon, and it was crazy. Like there was, we had a musician here, but there was packet pickup for something at
for
your
a big
kid's
school event. Yeah, Christina
and,
sponsored the thing. Christina
yeah.
Sanchez, she forked
The
over
owner
a lot
here.
of dough, like
Yeah.
a lot of dough to sponsor that. So did the last Picture House. That was good.
I do remember that she plugged the breakfast, and I was kind of surprised then, but I'd already forgotten. So here we are. Yeah, this is a great location for a breakfast stop, too, because it's right on a corner of a pretty busy intersection, you know? Swing in on your way to work. There's a drive-through. They open at 7, right?
Yeah, they open at 7, and it's a drive-through with breakfast food that doesn't feel like it just came out of the fryer.
Right.
It doesn't feel like it's fast food. It feels like it's just
There's
like
this
I'm eating
burrito.
this breakfast burrito right now that Shelly back there prepared, and it's really good. And then they got egg bites and French toast dippers and all
Is
kinds
that
of
what those are,
muffins.
French toast
They're
dippers?
Like French toast
Man,
dip
those
things.
look
Yeah,
good.
with chocolate chips on them. So I got a little announcement to make here before
Oh.
we dive right into it. I'm giving away stuff. I love giving away stuff on the show. Like
Yes.
you've seen it. We do a lot of it feels good to give stuff away. So anyway, I've been sitting on this. Now anybody can get this. All you got to do is stop into Country Style, like right now during the live. We're live right
Oh.
now. So if you're watching this, you're going to take your kids to school, whatever. You can come through the drive-through, pop in. You can order some breakfast, say hi, and I have stuff to give away until I don't have anything to give away.
Well, that's great.
So I have a signed Seth Rollins action figure.
Wow.
Yeah, I got this from Merrick Brave. He runs SCW Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
And it's a great group of people there. Man, what a neat organization. And
Well, this
Seth
is
is tied
cool.
into that, you know, and through the school and all that other stuff. So yeah, so that's assigned, and that came right from Seth Rollins' buddy. So the first one to come in that
this is,
says,
like,
I would like to
huge.
have that, you can have that. You just got to
Got
stop
his
into Country
belt,
Style.
little action figure. That's really neat.
And then I've got some other cool stuff here to give away. This is out of my own private stock.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting rid of stuff.
He's
I'm
decluttering.
getting rid of stuff, and it's therapeutic. What started this is, and I ain't giving it all away. I'm actually auctioning some of it off too.
Right.
So, which we can talk about that. I want to plug that auction, but I've been sitting on a bunch of graded Pokemon cards.
Oh.
And I stuck them in these amazing koozies from brand 2306.
T-shirt trends.
So T-shirt trend's going to protect your Pokemon card. But there's, Parker, chirp in here real quick with the headset, because you were looking some of these up.
I know nothing about Pokemon.
You're on 4. Yeah. So you were looking through some of these Pokemon cards. Here, Jesse, you can look at these.
Sure.
And you found one that's a pretty good one, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it's like $200.
It's like a $200 Pokemon card.
It's the
I think
Pikachu
it's that one, ain't
and
it?
yeah, he's right.
This is a 2019 Black Star Pikachu and Zekrom GX promo tag team twins, rated a 9 PSA.
And you're giving these away?
I'm going to give these away. Yeah, so
Oh,
like
okay.
you can I listen. Whether this thing's worth $2 or $2,000, like I didn't value it before Parker put a value on it for me. I was
True.
ready to. I was in my mind already ready to give it away.
Okay.
So you know what? If you're a kid or a grown adult and you like Pokemon, that's great.
Or if you
Stop
just want
in
the
and grab
money
one of
and
these.
you're going to sell it.
And then we've got some gift cards here, some random gift cards from a couple restaurants that we've been at in the past. So if you just would rather have a gift card, stop on in. So anyway,
That's great.
there we got through some business.
Yeah. I didn't know you collected Pokemon cards.
I collected everything. Like, I don't know what any of those Pokemon cards mean.
You just
I
got
don't know
'em.
any of the characters. I don't know the ratings. I know nothing about them. I simply bought a small collection of Pokemon cards from a guy because I was like, yeah, I kind of want to diversify the collection.
Okay.
And now it's like, get rid of these things. So anyway,
Yeah.
I kind of want to get into it this morning a little bit, Jesse, if we
Okay,
can.
let's do it.
Not
nervous.
you and I, but I
Oh,
want to
okay.
I want to get into it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And this was this was bound to happen with this show.
Okay.
It seems as though, and it's perfectly normal, that people are starting to form some opinions about our perceived opinions.
Okay.
So us here on the show, right? And even though we've gone out of our way to not share our opinions
Right.
about anything really, especially the heavy hitting stuff, right? We've gone out of our way to not share those things. It seems like the show is gaining enough steam, and I take it as the compliment that it is. People are starting to form opinions on what they feel Joe and Jesse and Parker's opinions are, or what the show's opinion is, right? And since we tout this as the real Quad Cities, and I'm always saying we're going to have real talk, I thought I would have just a little bit of real talk and tell a story.
Okay. Kind of scared.
No, you shouldn't be.
Okay.
And because I'm not. If I'm not, you
Well, we
shouldn't
don't have an agenda on this
We
show
do not.
to promote any sort of
I'll tell you what, we do
political
have
agenda.
No, we have the only agenda we have is to go around and promote businesses and people's things and just showcase their
The Quad
talents
Cities,
and their business and their abilities and everything else. That's as my 12-year-old daughter says, Dad, it ain't that deep.
Right,
and it
that's
ain't
true.
that deep. I mean, this show is not that deep.
Any business, we're not going to say, oh, no, you're not big enough, or you're not, people don't know you well enough. Anybody who wants to come on and promote their business, we don't see an issue. Reach out.
But
we're always looking for new people.
I think to properly convey that, I need to just speak from the heart a little bit and tell some stories here.
Sure.
And I'm going to tell a specific story about, as much as I cringe to do it, I'm going to tell a little story about myself, which this show is not about me, but I feel like I want to give a glimpse of me to the audience.
Sure.
And then they can continue to form any opinion that they like. But at least then I've known I've given some groundwork.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So if we go back to 1997, 98, you've got yourself a Joe Braymeyer that goes to Wilton High School. And I am a sophomore in high school, and I have myself a public access TV show. By all accounts, I'm kind of a jock, right? I play football and baseball, and I'm good enough to start, but I played at Wilton, so let's not give me too much credit, right? It's not like the school is 600 kids, right? But also, I was a theater kid.
Oh, cool, yeah.
I loved playing football and baseball and lifting weights, but I also really loved theater and going out for chorus and performing in the variety show. So I suppose in a way I was kind of an anomaly, I guess.
Right,
Sometimes you don't see both.
Right, yeah.
But also, I messed with everybody. I just messed with people.
Right.
I don't consider myself a bully because I wasn't angry about anything. I had nothing to be angry about. By all means,
just kind of a jokester.
I have a good life, right?
Yeah.
I had a good life, still do. But I would just screw with people,
right?
And I would even screw with people that didn't like being screwed with. Now that also went for my buddies too, but I also screwed with people that I didn't hang out with. So I guess the best way I can describe it is I was kind of a dick sometimes when I didn't need to be, but it wasn't out of trying to hurt anybody. It was just me wanting to laugh, right? Like a jester, but sometimes there was collateral
More
damage
like
involved.
A class clown.
A class clown that sometimes would take it too far and it would hurt people.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it.
I think we've all done that before, though.
We've all done that. Huge ego. I loved me some Joe growing up, right? Well, then you graduate high school, your TV show is done, right? Your little public access TV show that you think you're some hotshot when you're really not. And you just move on into everyday life. And I started getting more experienced, and I started getting around, and I started meeting and becoming friends with all kinds of people from all walks of life. Right? And then just all of a sudden, thank you, Parker. What you find is at least what I found with myself looking back, the bravado kind of died down a little bit, right? I wasn't so like her.
You get more humble as you get older.
Yeah, you just do, and then and just through meeting people and through friendships and through relationships, you just start to kind of live your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then a few years back, and we all know about what time frame this would have been, I started to get all riled up, right? You start to, like, all of a sudden you're interested in topics that you've never been interested in.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden you feel that bravado come back a little bit, right?
Sure.
And you're discussing topics with buddies, and you almost, looking back at it, you almost start to put one foot back into high school mode, right?
Okay.
You start to, like, get with friends and groups of people, and then all of a sudden you're starting to form opinions, right? And then these opinions start to get formed, and then it's just like this old high school Joe started coming back around, right?
Okay.
Not a bully, but more just I've got an opinion now on something.
Yeah.
And now I've got a group of guys, and we've all got an opinion on stuff, and then you start doing the rootin' tootin' stuff, and then you find yourself just starting to kind of mess with people again, and you're like, what? And now I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, okay, fool me once in high school, fine, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that this show is providing, I feel like, is a good check on things to be like, hey, you know what? Don't be fooled twice, because if you're fooled twice, shame on you. And so I've just come to the realization, like, who cares? Like, who cares what I think? Who cares what you think?
Not a lot of people do.
No. I mean, more
Gotta
people
be
care about
honest.
what you think, but in general.
No, probably not.
Like, who cares? So my whole goal with this show is to just, like, focus on all the great things that we have in common here in this amazing town, in the Quad Cities, and all the other stuff. Just like, yeah, I'm just gonna, like, shoo it off the porch, because I'm just not interested in it, because I want to focus on all the cool stuff that we have in common, so we can, like, make the Quad Cities just keep making it better, clean up the porch a little bit.
Well, also, I feel like everything's so politically driven right now, and everyone's so divided. And I feel like this is a good opportunity for us to have a platform to make sure that we're not that way. Maybe give people a little bit of a break, a mental break, hopefully, when they watch the show. Hopefully they feel that way, because, I mean, like I said, we have no political agenda or whatever. I mean,
No.
every once in a while we'll, like, laugh about something with church that you did or whatever, or Charlotte's baptism or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But that's just us being real. Like, I don't care, and we've said this before off of the show, just talking on the phone, because we do actually talk to each other, that I'm such like a live and let live person that's probably irritating to people, because I'm just like, meh, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I have, like, my values and my beliefs, but really, I'm not trying to push that on anybody else, you know? That's for me and my family.
So if we could put it into a metaphorical sense, Joe is getting rid of all of his stuff he's got sitting around. All this stuff that matters to some people, but it just doesn't matter to me anymore. It has no value to me. It's not pouring value into my life, so I'm just going to give it away. I'm just going to let it go.
You're physically and mentally
I'm
cleansing.
physically just, like, let it go.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have this thing at our house when our kids are just at each other's throats, our daughter and son, like, because they fight like siblings do.
Yeah.
And you know what the thing is we say to them? Stop. Just stop.
Right.
Just stop. And then for a couple minutes, they're, like, in their separate corners, and then all of a sudden they just cool down, and it just stops. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna stop doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like
But you don't do it like that. I mean, you just gotta, like, hey,
it's
go to the
giving
gym,
less
work out.
F's is what it is. Like, there's a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F, and it basically the entire book is about, pretend that you have this jar full of all the F's that you can give for your lifetime, and you only have like 30 of them. Well, if you're gonna really care about everything and give a lot of F's every single day about every bad thing that happens, you're gonna run out of F's to give really quickly.
True.
So really reserve that energy and those F's for when it really counts.
Well,
That was deep.
can I get an amen, Jesse? Right. So there you
Amen.
go. So we got to be real on the show. We got to like pour a little bit of our heart out. And I got some things I want to get through here because we got some great guests. We've got Skylar Atwell. I said that right? Skylar Atwell, an aspiring actress, an actress who's already got some rubber on the road.
Yes, I've
already got
heard.
some rubber on the road. And then I've never met the man, but I'm pretty sure that's Adam Warren over there. Is that Adam? Adam, the rock star Warren, with Rockstar Bingo, rock and roll bingo.
Yeah.
Adam's going to come on and share a little bit of that here in a little bit. And I love bingo and
I
rock
love
and
bingo
roll,
too,
and
yeah.
I'm sure I'll love Adam too. So I'm looking forward to chatting with him as well. So. Speaking of music, I want to give a little bit of a shout out here quick to Carl Beatty Music.
Yes.
We had a party at our house the other night.
I know.
Adam, do you know Carl Beatty? You guys all know each other. Yeah, you guys all know each other to a degree. Anyway, he works over at Brand 2306. And he heard we needed a musician for a little get-together we had at our house the other weekend. And he came, and he crushed it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like a real, gosh, just... If you hit the bullseye at Pearl Jam and then you just kind of fan out, I mean, it was all in that realm. It was really,
wow,
really
I'm
good.
sad I missed it.
Yeah. And we had Parker, I want you to chime in on this. We had a retaining wall collapse in the bar during the party.
This must have been post Parker leaving.
Oh, Parker left. Oh, sorry.
I did not
so
remember
we
that.
have this accent wall that is all stone, like actual stone.
Okay.
And some of the bricks or the stones have started to come loose over the years.
Yeah.
And, I just have a little collection of them. Like, someday I'm going to go get some mortar and someday I'm going to fix this. Well, during the party,
Some
the
days
entire
today.
stone wall collapsed.
Stop.
It
Was
just
anyone
had the
hurt?
Duroc on the outside. And I don't know probably 1,000 pounds of stone fell on the floor. So nobody got hurt. Carl just didn't miss a beat. He kept playing, he kept jamming, and but it was. And then a couple of the guys picked it up. I didn't have to pick up a single stone. But
Was it all the
thank God
treadmill
nobody
hero
got
guys
hurt.
over there like, ooh?
No, those guys, they spend enough time with me. But I will. They
weren't
They
invited.
certainly don't want to spend time with me on the weekend to feel obligated to go to a get together at my house. But I will say. The two ladies who run the Fitness Graveyard, fitnessgraveyard.com, our parts warehouse, if you need fitness equipment parts, Megan and Kinsey, they bartended, and they did really, really good. So
Oh, nice.
anyway,
Very
but it was
cool.
just funny that the whole thing fell down. So
Yeah, that's wild.
once again, guys, we're here at Country Style Ice Cream right here in Bettendorf. They have breakfast here, guys. Not just muffins and treats, as you might imagine at an ice cream parlor, but you also have like egg bites, breakfast burrito. They got tons of coffees, and they've got a drive-through. So if you're just in a breakfast drive-through routine in your life, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Drive through at Country Style.
Or grab a coffee or whatever.
And we're giving away some Pokemon cards stuffed into some brand 2306 koozies. These are all graded. If you just stop in or go through the drive-thru and ask for one, you can have one. Or a signed Seth Rollins action figure from SCW
Seth
Pro.
freaking
So
Rollins.
you got to come in here and get it. Or we've got a couple gift cards here, too, that we can give away. So I want to bring in Skylar first here.
Okay.
Because Skylar not only works here, but she's got an interesting story to tell. So I'm hoping we
I'm
can get
pulling up
her
our
in
thing.
right here in the middle. Skylar, why don't you come on in, and I'm gonna bring you over another chair here real quick. Jesse, why don't you give everyone a word from our sponsor while I'm finding another chair.
Our sponsor, Country Style Ice Cream. Or Brand 2306. I feel like we owe Trent some shout outs.
No, we don't owe anybody anything. That's the beautiful part about
That is true. But this lovely shirt that I have on is from Brand 2306. And these koozies, which I was looking at these, I'm like, oh, they're Budweiser. No, they're Brand 2306. How creative is that? They can make creative things for you too. There
Hi,
you go.
Skylar.
Hi there. Can you hear me okay?
Hi, Skylar.
I'm sure we can. Let me just double check,
I
but I
don't
bet
know.
we can.
Can you
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you just fine. And Parker's always double checking the audio too. So, Jesse, Skylar and I just met,
Well,
what, a week ago?
yeah, literally a week ago
We,
here.
we stopped in here, me and the kids.
Yeah.
They called an ice cream audible at the house the other night.
Yeah.
And I said, well, then let's go to Country Style, and that's where we went. And Skylar, you were in here working, and but you tell me you were tell them you were telling me that you're coming up. You're going to be like in a movie on Amazon or something.
So I was in a short film in 2023. I was going to University of Illinois at the time, and I got a call from one of my friends, Keenan, that I worked on a web series with. It was called Writer's Block, which you can find on YouTube. But anyway, Keenan reached out to me, and he was getting this funding from a university to film this movie called Brim. And with Brim, it's actually, so I'm going to give you a better description than what I can come up with. So it's a transgenerational drama film, and it's basically exploring the intergenerational health impacts of racism. It's a very powerful thing, and it's also kind of big because it's notably from Champaign. And when I was studying in Champaign, I was learning graphic design.
Champaign, Illinois?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So I was learning graphic design, but I kind of just do that in my free time, freelance. But I really kept to my hobbies. And so Keenan called me one day, and he's like, hey, I have a small role for you to play if you're interested. I go, of course I'm interested. He's like, you'll receive IMDb credit. And with this film, it's already been presented to a university in New York that they showed it at a conference. And not only that, but I guess they're filming even more content. And I think they are probably done by now. And when I reached out to Keenan, I'm like, hey, I haven't got to see it. I know that it was played locally in theaters in Champaign, but also it's going to be in other theaters too and other film festivals as well.
When you say still gathering content, is this part documentary, part backed up by acting it out, or is this all just one film?
I think it's all just one film.
Okay, so you play a character.
I played a very small role, but either way, screen time is screen time,
hey,
baby.
yeah, even if you're one of the people in the crowd cheering,
exactly.
right? Yeah,
so
you bet.
It's a big milestone in my career as an actress, but I'm still building my portfolio. I'm actually working on a independent film next month. I don't know if you've heard of Mark Largo, but he does cinematography. He's just did a bit for Habanero's local restaurant.
Oh.
But
Cool.
I met him in 2024.
Is he from town here?
He's from town
Okay.
here, yes.
So
Shout out to Mark.
we have got a couple filmmakers in town then. I'll be darned. Okay.
I know that him and I are going to be working on a film that's going to touch home for me. It's basically the focus on like AI and basically how you get to see your loved ones through like this virtual reality.
Yeah.
So with that, personally, like I lost a parent. But he like came to me and asked me, he's like, hey, I think you'd be really good for this role. Would this be something you're interested in? I know it's a touchy subject. I said, no, I'm absolutely 100% down.
Hey, let me break that down for you quick, because I don't want to skim past that.
No, you're good.
So is the film essentially about somebody who's lost a loved one,
Yes.
but now they have been recreated within AI?
Yes.
As,
Yep.
Oh,
as
wow.
and so, yeah, that is a very real thing.
Yes.
And it's a very real topic.
Yes,
You
yes, it
know,
is.
I'll go down a quick tributary and I'll get back in the main channel. But I remember years ago there was a company that developed a bedtime storybook that
Yeah.
parents or grandparents could read it and record their voice into the book, and then later in life they could just hit the button and hear their. And so even God, that was what 25 years ago, when that probably
and they
came
even did
out.
it with like those Build-A-Bear teddy bears or whatever. I don't know if that was the brand, but you're right. Same concept where they would like say the prayer or whatever and record it and give it to the
Yeah.
kid. Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna mess with people, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's so we're gonna start production next month in March. We're gonna do some test shoots for sure and see how things go. But I mean, his goal overall is to just get more in the scene of film and to also like build a stronger foundation in the Quad Cities, because as an actress here, it is hard to find work. Like when I was going to University of Illinois, like there's, acting opportunities there more just because like they have a department for that, and there's like theater. I don't necessarily do theater anymore. I do try to just stick to film. But I think it's good that people are trying to open up new opportunities. I know that there is talk, and it's kind of been a controversial subject, about a possible new film station being opened up locally.
I just saw that actually.
Yeah.
Why is it? Why,
in
I
the
wonder
last
why that's
week.
controversial.
I don't know if it's because I heard something about a shelter. I think they're buying I don't know if it was like a shelter before. I'm
that
not
in
too
Rock-
sure.
is that in Rock
taking-
Island?
I think
okay,
so.
I gotcha.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so they're taking a building that potentially
I could be wrong.
being used for, yeah. This is a common thing.
Right.
This building is being
Right.
used for something, but it's probably not making any money, and it's just maybe becoming more and more dilapidated. And then you got somebody, but people love that building.
Right.
There's emotional connection to it, and it
Right.
may be doing some good, but then you got a developer who's like, hey, we could really make that into something. Then you get the city going, ooh, what do we want to do? Do we want to have a big, new, beautiful building and more
Right.
money coming in, or do we want to keep limping this one along because it's a good cause? I wouldn't want to be in that position.
I wouldn't either. Honestly, if it was me, I would try to find elsewhere to do it. I still think the opportunity would be nice just because it's very limited. I mean, I work with like a small group of friends where we try to put out films every so often. I mean, the Putnam, they just hosted their 2nd annual film festival. So shout out to the Putnam Museum.
I didn't know the Putnam does film festivals.
Yep, they do it in like I believe October. It's a 24-hour film festival, and so you have to really you have to submit it by the next day. So it's very, very intense, but it's like really fun. Like they'll give you a subject, like a category, and you have to work with that and come up with like a story, and then get all your acting friends together and just shoot. It's
Oh,
crazy.
that's really cool.
And it's nice for the community to bring
That's
together.
in October, she said.
Yeah.
We should check on that.
So before we dive into this next topic, Adam, are you on a time constraint here this morning? Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure you weren't. Okay, good. No, we can stretch out a little bit. That's
No
great.
worries.
You know, you just never know. I mean, I just invited
Yeah.
Adam last night, you know, because that's my style, right? Hey, come, you're not doing anything in the morning. Come on in, right? So you have been working here at Country Style for what?
10 years in May.
No kidding.
wow.
Yeah. Hope I
Holy
have my little
smokes,
party.
Christina, get this girl a gold watch that says Country Style on it. Thank you
Yeah.
for your service.
Oh, thank you so
Man,
much.
oh,
I'm
man.
honored.
Holy smokes. So you're like one of her right-hand people.
I'm a
then.
veteran here.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so we had an idea. I
Yes, we
said, wouldn't it? And now, I'm going to set the table. I found out you were an actress.
Yes.
I'm a washed-up theater kid from Wilton, Iowa.
I love that.
So I thought what we would do is Jesse went ahead and prepared
I did.
a script,
Do you have AirDrop on?
I
on your phone?
which I haven't seen yet either. So Jesse
So it's
prepared
gonna
a
be a-
script for us to do
okay,
a reading
it's going to be a
with.
cold reading.
I haven't read
You'll
it.
have to turn on
And
for
I
like
haven't read it.
strangers.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to turn on my do not. Or I'm gonna have to be allowed to be disturbed here for a second.
I texted you, Joe,
Oh, okay.
already.
Oh, here it is.
Oh yeah, everyone. Yep, I got
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. It's
Jesse, you
airdropping
can
to
read.
Oh,
You can
enter
read
code.
the. So here's what we're doing. I've never read this script before. Skylar has never read this script before. We are doing a cold
Okay,
reading.
I'll tell you. Did you get it?
it. Yeah. Yes.
Now I want
Okay,
this to
so
be.
I will set the stage here. Okay?
Okay.
So this is called A Most Perilous First Meeting Shakespeare script.
snap.
So this is an awkward first date, but written like William Shakespeare.
Oh boy.
boy.
Okay. In
Really
the
testing your
essence of
skills this
Shakespeare,
morning.
modern day. Okay, let's give Skylar the headphones there, because I don't want to feel like we have to over project this, right? Because we have to be volume appropriate.
It's only about a 1 to 2 minute script, so
Okay, then you can get.
listen real close, folks.
See, now you can get.
I
now you
can
get
hear
into-
myself
yeah,
now.
You can get into that.
I've got
Okay.
terrible eyes.
I've
so-
never done anything with Shakespeare other than read it in high school, Romeo and Juliet.
Believe it or not, neither have I.
Ooh, we're going in
so-
blind.
Okay, so
yeah.
basically, you all have met on your first date at, we'll say it's a restaurant, and you're Lila.
Lila?
We'll call you Lila.
Yeah.
And you're Marcus.
Okay, and based on this first line, I'm gonna get settled in as you're giving us that first line. Okay, and if there are any directors out there, who are interested in anything you see on the menu, let us know.
Just contact me. I'm their agent.
Yeah, but give Skylar a first right of refusal, please. I got enough stuff going on. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Thou art late.
But moments only.
Moments suffice for ruin. In that brief span, I have married thee, quarreled thrice, divided our possessions, and kept the dog.
The dog? I consent this cruelty.
Thou shouldst have arrived sooner.
Fair lady, believe me, my delay was born not of neglect but terror. I waged fierce combat with mine attire. Each garment cried, desperate, and so I perished thrice before the mirror.
Thinkst thou I stood fearless? I summoned the counsel from the invisible sages on how to seem effortlessly enchanting. Instead, I fear I peer responsibly employed.
By my troth, that is dangerously attractive.
Flatter me not with stability, I mistrust it.
I had prepared a declaration.
A declaration, good heavens.
A modest one, it began, from the first glimpse of thee.
If thou utter the word soul, I shall depart.
Then hear this instead. Thou art formidable.
Formidable.
A fortress disguised as grace, should calamity strike, thou wouldst stand with lesser spirits flee.
That is the strangest courtship I have known.
May I confess something dreadful?
Proceed. I adore dreadful truths.
I nearly came not at all.
Why?
Because this fragile instant wherein two strangers determine whether they shall alter each other's fates, it frightens me.
It frightens me also.
Then let us pretend courage.
Nay, let us terribly openly yet remain.
Very well. But should I ever embark upon the recording of my opinions for public consumption?
I shall dissolve this union before it forms.
That was magical.
That was
magical.
I was trying to comprehend
Man, oh
what I was
man.
reading.
Thanks, ChatGPT.
You know what? We're going to be blowing up. We're going to need to hire somebody to manage our emails coming in here.
Really?
So how do people book Skylar? How do they follow you? You're on
Fantastic
social
work,
media.
Skylar.
Thank you. So
You did great, though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean,
You
you
did
both
amazing.
did. Yeah.
Thank you. So you can find me. I have a few ways of contact. So basically, I have an email. It's just skylaratwell@gmail.com. Skylar with an AR, not an ER. And then I also have my website, skylardesigns.com. So just feel free to follow me on there. I'm also
What are they
on-
going to see on skylardesigns.com?
You're gonna see actually some of my photography that I did. I do film photography. You're also gonna see local graphic design work. I worked with Country Style, of course, Cafe Lucy. I worked with a DJ in Texas, so you'll see a lot of posters, menu designs, brochures, and business cards as well. So if you need a business card, hit me up.
If
cool.
my wife wants to kick me out of the house for a couple hours so I can go to theater practice, is there anything like that in the Quad Cities? Like, how do people get into the arts?
So for me, the way I start off my career locally, besides high school, I went to Scott Community. I went to Scott Community College, and they have a theater program there, and you can literally just take some acting classes. So you can get some of that under your belt. But also locally, like there's Music Guild. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
QC
think.
Music Guild. There's Davenport Community Theater. Who else is there?
I'm trying to think. Black Box Theater, Spotlight Theater.
Spotlight Theater.
Yeah,
Yep, that's
yeah.
another one.
You know what?
Oh, and Circa does.
and Circa 21.
Yeah,
Okay.
Circa 21 also does open auditions.
We got man. You got me flooded with thoughts here, Skylar. Okay,
See, I'm an ex-theater kid too, so I know all these things.
you are. Oh, well,
yeah.
you should have made this a 3-part series.
Oh no, it was more fun watching you guys
Well,
and laughing.
you and I will have to do some. You know what? Honestly, I didn't think you were going to break out the Shakespeare. I thought this was going to be more like Hallmark Christmas movie type
I
thing.
thought so too at first, but I spent a little time on this yesterday. If you can't tell.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, thanks.
Well done.
Yeah.
Real quick, the whole acting thing and theater thing has given me a little bit of nostalgia, and I feel like I should plug it because There again, back in Wilton, where I grew up.
The Wilton Beavers, baby.
Back in Wilton, I'm telling you, Wilton's a special town, but they had this thing called the Wilton Fine Arts Guild. All growing up, my parents were involved. All my parents' friends were involved. Not all of them, but a lot of my parents' friends. Like, there was a lot of people in town that took part in the Fine Arts Guild. And they would do a dinner theater play out at the Legion building, and you couldn't get tickets. My mom sold tickets. Like, our house line would ring and ring and ring and ring for people to get tickets for this thing. It was 2 weekends, they would sell it out. So it was a dinner theater, and they would have singing and dancing by the highlighters to kick off the night, and then you would have the play.
Who was in the play? Just community members or kids?
Community members. I'm telling you, like, the town came out for this thing.
I love that.
That's
awesome.
They did I believe they were doing the play Tumbleweeds, and it's like a bunch of gangsters, I think. They all dressed up in their gangster outfits before the play that night, and they went and robbed the local grocery store, Jake's Market. They all went in with their Tommy guns, and the ladies came in, and they all pulled up in the old cars, and it was so cool. And there's a lot of pictures of that. And
I mean, that sounds traumatic, but
sadly, that's not a thing anymore. And I mean, like, you just get flooded with nostalgia when you think, as a kid, all these adults were doing the plays and they were partaking in all this stuff, and it was a magical time. So I hope there's a big group of people in the community who just want to get involved in doing theater, because it's hard too. It's a mental exercise too.
It really
like, this
is.
isn't just the outside looking in. It's like, oh, they're just playing dress up and playing pretend. Go get a
there's a
job.
lot
Go get
to
what?
it.
No, like, it is a mental exercise to perform something
exhausting.
in front of a group of people.
Yes.
It is. The thought of that for a lot of people is so terrifying. It makes them freeze in place.
Yes.
And so, like, I don't necessarily buy into the, oh, we're just playing dress up and being goofy because we got nothing better to do. It's hard to perform, whether it's one person, 1,000, it doesn't matter.
the Quad Cities does
So-
have a lot of really good places, though, like we were talking about. I was just thinking Davenport Junior Theater for kids.
Yes.
Fantastic place to get your kids started. And like all the other ones we named off. But yeah, any age you're at. I go to church with a lady who is in her 80s, and she does a bunch of local plays and things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
I do
So-
too. I love it.
And one last thing before we go, because you mentioned it and I wanted to piggyback onto it. You were talking about this building that potentially is maybe housing some people, and it might be turned into something else.
Yes.
The point, you got to go, Jesse?
I do.
Like right this second? Well,
Oh, yeah.
bye.
See ya.
Late. Sorry.
Okay, see you,
It
Jesse.
was nice meeting you, Sky.
Yeah,
you too.
Have a great day, everyone.
Yeah, Jesse's keeping it real. She's got to go to work. She's got to go to a real job. Yeah, because if she's late,
Parker usually watches the clock for me.
yeah, if she's late, someone at John Deere is probably going, well, I know why. She's still sitting in country style eating breakfast. All right, get out of here, Jesse.
For a good cause.
So, anyway, here, you know what? For your last minute or so, here, shut that off. Scoot that one over. Yeah, here.
You want me to-
You get there. I'll get here.
Okay. Hopefully.
There. Now we can.
Oh.
Okay.
All
there.
right.
That's a little bit better. Speaking of that, it reminded me of this guy around town. His name's Royce Wright. Have you seen any of his content? Maybe not. I'll explain what it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's this dude. I don't know if you've seen it either. We can talk about it too, Adam, when you come on. But Royce goes around town, all around the Quad Cities, and he stands in front of an old building that clearly hasn't been occupied in years, and he's like, "What's going on with this building? Like, can we open this building? Can we get some people out of the cold in this building?" Like, he ain't saying, "Can we renovate this and put in an atrium?" He's just saying, "Hey, can we do something with this building to help some people out?"
Oh, wow.
And now, in one sense, it's like, yes, oh my gosh. And then in another sense, you've got maybe the guy that owns the building, maybe the insurance company that's got the policy where they're like, hey, you can't just let a bunch of people, even if you wanted to, you can't do it. But what he's doing is, he's not pretending to try to figure out the logistics. What he's doing is just like posing the question, like, hey, could we at least maybe get some discussion about this dump that's been sitting here boarded up for years? Could we just do a little bit of good with it? And I just wanted to give him a plug. His name's Royce Wright with a like WRIGHT. He's all over TikTok. He's all over Facebook. He's a busy guy. He's running all over the place. I know he's busy because I've invited him on the show, and I think he wants to come on. He's just busy doing his thing. So, but I wanted to just plug his content because I feel like it's right. Isn't that nice? Just to get some convo going.
Right, definitely. And hopefully, I mean, you never know. Maybe he's the kind of person that needs to go towards that building and, you know, bring awareness. Because I mean, I know, I think like I said, it might be a homeless shelter. And if that's the case, like I know that there's plenty of vacant like areas in the QC that hopefully the possibility of opening up another one, because it's winter, it's cold, and like we want our people warm in the QC.
Yeah. I mean,
So.
we've met some of these folks, and they're yeah. It can't. But you know what? Oddly, when Parker and I we do these morning shows, right? And then as our fee, we tell the joint, give us some food. And we're gonna go downtown. We're gonna hand it out.
That's
what we
so
do.
nice.
We've done it with 3 or 4 different places now.
Yeah.
And we just say, hey, we were just at Country Style, and they wanted you to have something to eat. Here you go.
Right.
And we just hand it out. Yes, we record it. Yes, we post it, because you know what? I think it's good for all parties involved.
It is.
It's good, wholesome exposure for the business. It shows that, hey, they're just doing this out of the kind, but they ain't the ones bragging about it.
Right.
None of these restaurants has ever come to me and said, hey, will you go hand this out and post it? This was my idea. I'm like, hey, you know what? As a thank you for hosting us, I'll give you some press by donating to some people in need.
Right.
On your behalf.
Right.
And you know what? I think it works, and I think it's all, but what I'm saying is, all these people we've met, Parker, have you ever met somebody that's just like angry or pissed off or anything like that? Or has everyone we've met, even out in the cold, give me your take on it. I don't want to put a thought into your head.
I mean, for the most part, yeah, I can't think of a negative experience we've had. Most of them were super kind. Some of them have even stopped and they talked to us for 10 minutes.
But they're almost in a way happy.
Grateful.
Something
like, you know.
They have so little, but yet so grateful and so happy for the most part, right? I mean, hey, they have plenty of reasons to be mad too, but in general, it's like, wow, these and let it go. I don't think they're carrying a bunch of stuff around mentally or physically, you know, or in their heart. I think it's just like, hey, I'm just gonna take what's given. So anyway, I think it's great. The homelessness topic is certainly a hot topic.
Yes.
I don't pretend to have any of the answers, but maybe there can just be enough people start throwing questions out there where eventually you get a couple people in town that go, you know what? That's the 5th time I've heard that question posed, and I've been thinking, I think I've got the resources to maybe put some people together here to just get this thing punched into the end zone here. And but that doesn't happen magically. You just gotta you just gotta pose the questions. And like I said, eventually I think we're gonna connect enough dots here with this thing.
Right. So
wild thoughts though.
Right. Yes, definitely.
But in the meantime, continue on with your acting career.
Yes.
I think it's great.
I hope to give you an update when I see you next about the film, and when it does get out there, I'll send it that way, and hopefully we can chat about it.
Do you do anything to sharpen your skills that are out of your comfort zone? Or do you at least reflect on, ooh, I could sharpen the sword by doing this a little bit if I...
Honestly, I do a lot of like method acting, or when I'm rehearsing, I try different approaches on like how to convey or carry, and a lot of that has been really resourceful in my acting career, and I hope to like continue to do that as well. But I also like to watch like other actors, actresses on like certain subjects and how like they express emotions too, and I apply that to myself. So like when I was doing writer's block, the way I got casted was because I looked at this girl who came across as like kind of ditzy, like a Valley Girl vibe. And I was like, I think I could work with this. And that's how I got the role, was just being really ditzy. And a good reflection of a character would be like Ariana Grande when she played Kat in Victorious, or Sam and Cat, which was also on like Nickelodeon as well. So I kind of use that as inspo, and I run with it, and it has worked great for me. So method
for you.
acting. Yeah, thank you. I
Good for
appreciate
you.
it. And thank you again for having me on the show.
Thank you, Skylar.
Yeah, of
Skylar
course.
Atwell, give her a follow.
Thank you.
All right. You know what? If you don't mind, throw your wireless mic there on the table, and we're going to bring Adam Warren, and who has been overly patient to get in here. But thank you. Yeah. And by the way, guys, we're here at Country Style Ice Cream. We need to give away some of this stuff. I'm going to give away these Pokemon cards one way or another, Parker, whether it be here or at the next stop, but it's going to happen. Have you ever had their breakfast here? Adam, you have? Oh, scoot on in. Get comfortable with that microphone.
Yeah. I like to eat. Yeah, I like food.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
So here's what I know about Adam, based on his TikTok page. I believe it's the bass guitar you play.
Yeah, that's my personal page, but me and my wife, we're rock and roll bingo of the Quad Cities.
Okay.
So we started around 13 years ago, actually in the PB school district, doing bingos for them. And it's exploded. It's become a weekend thing for us. We do a lot of benefits. Probably about 3/4 of our music bingos are benefits.
Okay. So the bingo part was the number one reason why I called you in here, because my wife and I love us some bingo. We used to live over in Davenport, not far from the fairgrounds, and we would go over there Sunday nights and play bingo. And oh my gosh, we would have a blast. Well, now we have kids. And you can't take your kids there unless they're 16 years or older. And our kids love bingo. So are you telling me there's options for us to go?
We do them for different organizations. Ours are all family friendly. Unless we have our calendar on our website. Unless it's a private event, they're open to the public.
Yeah.
Like the one we're doing Friday night for the Rock Island Music Association. It's open to the public. It's family friendly. We play music from every genre, rock, a little bit of country, hip hop, rap, and then it's not like bar bingo. We give out the names of the songs. I'm the MC. I'm on the floor all night long. You're going to hear my voice all evening.
So what, you'll play the song and then tell them what it is?
Yeah.
So this is more just a way to kind of jam out, enjoy some music, but you're ensuring that people aren't missing the spot on the board. Okay. So that's good. So you don't have to be a music aficionado to come play bingo and not have that, I might have had a bingo, but I didn't know that song. Okay.
Yeah, I try our best. We get the crowd to become part of the game. You know, the crowd, as I always tell people when they book us, the crowd makes the game.
Yeah.
If the crowd is crickets all night long, you know, it's my job. You know, if there's 20 people there, if there's 100 people there, I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still trying to keep them entertained, trying to keep them focused, you know, make them feel like they're part of the game.
So when you say benefits, right, obviously there's like we're doing a fundraiser, and part of the fundraiser is we're going to do rock and roll bingo, and then you guys come in. Okay, cool. Is there, back to what I was talking, like, is that something where you guys post them on your page and then the public can come in and play? So that's a big one. Like, I don't want to skip past this because I want to plug it a couple times. Like, how do you look at your calendar so you know where these bingo things are at around the QC?
You can find us on Facebook, Rock and Roll Bingo of the Quad Cities, or we have a website, which is qcrockandrollbingo.com.
And is spelled out?
It's N, the letter N.
Okay, rock, the letter N, roll, bingo.com. Okay.
And we normally just do Saturdays and Sunday afternoons. Both me and my wife both have full-time jobs. So, I mean, this is, you know, a little thing that we do on the side. We've done a lot of things for a lot of different places. We just did one this last weekend for the Kiwanis at the YMCA.
Do you give prizes away?
The people we host it, they provide the prizes.
But there are prizes typically.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
So, okay, I got to gather my thoughts here. So I'm a PTA dad. I would say I'm a part-time PTA dad. I get involved in some aspects during the school year, and other ones I don't. But I've been trying to do a. There's an event at the school where it's a big dance, and all the parents have to stick around. They can't just drop their kids off and go. So what do you do with the parents? So for the past 2 years, I throw them in the cafeteria, and we've played trivia, and then we played recently rock and roll bingo. The problem is with the school, sometimes I get told, well, you can't give prizes away because
Was that at Riverdale Heights?
No, it was at Bettendorf.
Okay, we've done glow discos at all of the.
That's exactly what it was, a glow party.
Yeah, we've done at Paul Norton, Herbert Hoover, Riverdale Heights.
So the answer is, if you're a school and you've got a bingo game going with the parents, if you've got prizes donated, you can give those prizes away, and it's not considered gambling.
No.
See, that was a
It's
little bit of a tug of war I had with the school.
It's considered entertainment, not like a carnival game.
Like a carny game. Yeah, it's no different than like a cakewalk at Carney Ball at school. Okay. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt the thought there, but it's always been kind of a, because I would love to see more bingo around the. Have you guys ever considered actually putting a publicly open bingo thing together?
We've talked about it in the past, but as our full-time jobs go, my wife works full-time at home, and then I work state construction. I'm laid off probably for another couple minutes.
Yeah.
You'll start seeing orange corn. You'll start seeing the orange cones pretty soon.
Do you do road construction?
Yeah.
Man, that's hard work, man.
Yeah.
That's hard work. I got some good friends in the business, and man, there ain't no days off there, dude.
Some days you're praying for rain.
Yeah. Well, like last season, there was hardly any rain.
No,
You guys just worked nonstop. I mean, I would imagine everybody got their stuff done, which was great. But yeah, no rest for you guys.
No. But it's when it starts, and then when it gets cold, sometimes some of the jobs end, and sometimes this guy's working all year in the cold.
You want to plug the company you work for?
Brant Construction.
Brant? Are they out of the QC
Yeah,
here?
they live in Milan.
Oh, gotcha. Do they do like city streets and stuff, or do they do interstates or anything?
Bridges, highways.
You name it.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Pipe work, railroad work, a little bit of everything.
Oh, man. How long you been doing that?
20 years.
Oh, well, you know what? I bet you're a pretty handy guy, though.
Not really.
Isn't that the misnomer? Just because you do one specific thing with your hands, like all of a sudden you're like a master craftsman and woodworker, and you're rebuilding cuckoo clocks and everything else.
I've been there for 20 years, and some days it's my first day.
Yeah,
You
no
never
kidding.
know.
Yeah. Okay, so QCRockandRollBingo.com. Can I do say though? I did notice on your page. I thought it was charming. You've got every other post. It's like heavy metal rock and roll, and then a couple Shih Tzus. Yeah, a couple cute little dogs.
Hank and
then
Doug,
heavy metal rock and roll, and then a couple Shih Tzus.
Hank and Doug. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're a Shih Tzu family too. So we've had a couple of them, and they're great dogs.
I'm sorry, it's Oliver and Doug. Yeah. Can I plug the
Go,
tomorrow night?
by all means. Oh, you got an event coming up. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Or for Friday night, the one we're doing is for the Rock Island Music Association. They're a charity arm for band, choir, and orchestra for 6th through 12th grade for the Rock Island Milan School District. Their mission is to help fund scholarships for lessons, travel expenses for the students to make it all state, and any items in between, such as music stands, reeds, woodwinds, or even major items like instruments. And lastly, through their organization, the individual areas are able to do their own fundraising. For example, marching band has a hefty budget, and because of us, they can do things like the John Deere Classic to help pay for their shows and travel.
Oh.
Yeah, it's this Friday between 6 and 9. Doors open at 5, and it's open to the public. Like I said, we're not the bar bingo. We're family entertainment. You start with a pack of 5 cards. So each pack will try to play at least 2 games on each card. That means you get a bingo, and then we keep going. And depending on how many prizes the organization has, we may do 3 or 4 bingos on that same card, and tiebreaker games.
Wow.
So we have a wheel that we spin that if you're in a tie, you might have to have a lip sync competition. You might have to have an air guitar competition.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And also we have a new thing that we started calling the blackout, where everyone gets their regular cards, and then they get a separate card that's a blackout card they play all night.
You just keep chipping away at
you
it.
play it all night long.
Oh, that's cool.
And
I've never heard of that variant of a bingo game before. I've always heard of a blackout round,
Yeah.
but never just a separate card.
Well,
That's kinda cool.
we've been trying small little things, different little mini games to take the monotony out of it.
Yeah.
You know, people come and, you know, they want to hear music, they want to have a good time, but they're tired of looking at that same card all night long or the different cards. So, you know, we do a little thing called Stand Up and Shout, where it's a card with 9 spaces on it, and it's either artist names or band names, and everyone stands up. And if my wife calls off a name that's on that card, you sit down. Last person standing wins.
Wow.
And
That's
then
kinda neat.
For a little while, we were doing something we can't do it with the big groups. It was called Bringing the Band Back Together.
Okay.
Where everyone that comes in the door got a card with the name of an artist or a band. And through the night, during bingos or in between the games, my wife would announce a name of an artist. You're out of the band, you're out of the band, you're out of the band, you're out of the band. And by the end of the night, we try to get it down to 4 people. And you're the house band.
Oh, that's kind
And
of
it depends on, you know, it could be Lenny Kravitz, Jimi Hendrix, you know.
Yeah, like you said,
Yeah.
those are just fun little side carny games you can play within the
Yeah.
game to keep it interesting, keep everybody hooked in. Well, I'll tell you what I want to do, Adam. I'm going to give you a couple of these Pokemon cards. I want you to give those away
Yes.
to. I'm going to give you 3 of them, and then for the first 3 winners of the first 3 rounds, throw that on top
I
of the
will do
pile.
that. I
Whatever
will
the
do that.
pile is, throw that on. And I just think it's cool what you do. I love emceeing events.
Oh, it's a blast.
I love emceeing events.
I can MC an event of 200-300 people and then go to karaoke and be nervous.
You know what? If I think about that, I think I'm right in that same canoe with you. Yeah. There's just something about getting up in front of a group of complete strangers, and after an hour or two, they have been entertained. They feel like the 2 hours went longer than what a normal 2 hours would, or went shorter than what a normal 2 hours would. And there were smiles around the room. Like
Yeah.
there is no better high than just being able to just help people forget for a couple hours and be entertained doing it.
Yeah.
So good for you. It's an art form, man.
It's fun to read the crowd, and it's like they like this music. They like this music, you know. And I'm kind of telling my wife, I'm like, you know, they like this music. They're having a good time, you know.
You know, that's what's interesting. I'm a big WWE mark. I'm a
too,
huge,
yeah.
and so like, I think of John Cena, right?
Yeah.
John Cena was so good because he could be in an arena of 15,000 people, and he could stand out there and he could pivot on a dime because he's like making connections with the crowd. He's not just out there reciting lines that he's practiced 50 times in the
No.
back. Because all that gets thrown out the window when you're live and when you're emceeing. In a way, this is kind of an MC type thing here. And you just got to almost open up and read the crowd.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you can breathe and you can stretch out a little bit.
Yeah. If the crowd's having a good time, I'm having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's all it is.
I've had a couple back sweat nights where you're up on stage and you feel that sweat go down your back. You're like,
Yeah.
uh-oh, I'm dying here. So
We just did one on Sunday afternoon for a man that was running for sheriff in Viola, and that was a little bit of an older crowd, you know, and you know I was a little bit nervous. It took a couple rounds of the music bingo for us to get comfortable and them to start making a little bit of noise and kind of understand what we were doing, you know, to have a good time. And it was a little rocky in the beginning.
Well, I'll tell you what, Adam, if you ever need a guest caller for a round of bingo, I would love to come. Parker and I will do a quick little TikTok live stream, and we'll pop in, and I would love to call around. I don't want to work all night, but I'll work for a round, and I'll bring something to give away.
Yeah, there you
too.
go. Yeah,
so from the
definitely.
real Quad Cities. So anyway, Adam Warren, everybody, Rock and Roll Bingo of the Quad Cities, QC Rock N, the letter N, QCRockNRollBingo.com, and on Facebook, if you just look up Quad City Rock and Roll Bingo, I'm sure you're going to find them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Make
We'll
sure you
come
give them a
up.
follow and share. And when you follow these guys, and then if you see something that makes you stop for like a half a second, just hit the share button. Hit the share, add a little comment in there. You know, saw this guy on the real Quad Cities, he was cool, whatever. Because that's really how the word gets out. This thing only grows if other people share it.
Yeah.
And then now you got a whole nother crop of people that are seeing it. So anyway, hey, listen, man. Nice to meet you, Adam.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Yeah.
My
And real
pleasure.
quick, before you go, I just got a record player. give me a vinyl album that I absolutely should own, or an album I should just own on vinyl in general.
Pink Floyd's Animals.
Pink Floyd's Animals. Okay. You know what?
I'm a rock guy, and I love the heavy music, but there's nothing like listening to a Pink Floyd album from beginning to end.
I'm getting into garage cleaning season, and when I clean my garage, what I like to do is I like to sample a library from a band I wouldn't otherwise listen to some of their B tracks and deep tracks and stuff like that. And so, like, the most recent one was I went down a Whitesnake rabbit hole where, you know, you just know a couple of the Whitesnake hits that you hear on 97X.
Yeah.
But when you listen to the Whitesnake library for a couple hours, it's like, wow, this is really good. So Pink Floyd's another one of those bands that I wouldn't otherwise, like, you know, there's just the Pink Floyd songs that have been beat into our heads over the years. But then you start getting into some of these tracks you've never heard, and some of them start to resonate with you a little bit. So I will definitely check that out. Pink Floyd Animals. All right. Hey, Adam Warren,
Thank you
everybody.
very much.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank
See you
you
later.
very,
Hey,
very
man.
much.
You
Yep.
bet. And you know what? See Orange slow down. It might be Adam there. Hey, Parker, come in here and say goodbye here. It could be Adam there. So slow your butt down. Yeah. You bet. Thanks again. All right, Parker, come on in and join me here for this last little bit. Do we have, hopefully we got enough juice in the tank. We got enough battery juice here. How we doing here? Oh, we're doing great on time, too. It's only 8:10.
Yeah, no.
Normally, it's
About an
like
hour.
super later than this. Oh, hold on. I got to give Adam this.
Oh, you better run.
Yeah, I got to run.
You better run.
I got to give Adam some of these cards.
I need to turn the camera around. Oh, look at that hustle. What's up, everybody? Oh, he got him. Let's go. Oh. Think he's giving him the Pokemon cards? Yeah. I wonder which ones he gave him. I'll have to ask him. Which cards did you give him?
I don't even know. I just gave the top 3. So, ooh, the big one's still in the mix.
Oh, you say yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed talking to both those guys.
Yeah. No, that was cool. She's going on Amazon Prime. Where is it? The movie? It's on Amazon
I can't
Prime?
remember exactly, but I'm sure people can make a clip and post it, right?
Yeah. I'll
Make
go.
a clip and post
I'll
it.
watch
But
the full thing.
I was more so just interested in, like, how you even become like an actress right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially
that's-
from a small town. Yeah.
from a small town, and you know what? You can sit behind a computer screen and generate an actor or actress without even trying, and it complete with the ands and ums and breaths and everything else. So,
I know AI is a big thing in the movie industry right now. I mean,
oh, if I was an actor or an actress, I would hate that.
did you see the recent one that come out? What it's doing? It's crazy.
No.
I mean, besides like some physics aspects, I mean, it's stealing voices, it's replicating faces perfectly.
Oh man,
It's close. It's close.
that's some heavy stuff. When you really start to like reflect on it, it's heavy, man. We need to plug a couple things.
All right, let's do it.
Some housekeeping, if you will. I feel like we're done with the sermon here, and it's like, hey, before everybody goes, we got a few housekeeping tips here. Tomorrow, is it Blackhawk Auctions? Blackhawk they're associated with Dewey's Deals. I believe it's Blackhawk Auctions. There is a bunch of the cream off the top of Joe's toy collection that's being auctioned off at this auction house, right? Bunch of cream, right?
Oh,
You saw some of that stuff get loaded up. What
we
kind
need
of
to
toys
post like
are
an
there,
actual
man?
video about
We
it.
do.
We
Well, I
should have
made a-
posted it out, yeah.
Well, I made a meta video
You
when
did?
we were loading them up.
Oh,
and so,
yeah.
And all the stuff is posted right now. Like, we're talking all legit 80s G.I. Joes figures, vehicles, weaponry. We're talking
Star Wars
Star Wars,
stuff.
vintage Star Wars stuff. We're talking, Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
We're talking DC.
Funko Pops.
Funko Pops,
Those
a lot
are
of Batman.
popular.
And this is like
Yeah.
vintagey type stuff, guys. This is everything from the 80s all the way up until, you know, the late 90s. And that's just the first layer. And that's going to be auctioned off tomorrow night. And I'm looking forward to that. I won't be there, but I'm hoping you will go. I'm hoping you'll go cover it.
When is it?
Tomorrow night, like at 5 or 6 or something like that.
What is it, Thursday? Yeah, I can be, yeah.
Yep. And we would be there, but I have a more important place to be, and that is we are going to get a sneak peek at a new place in the Quad Cities called Soulfire.
Oh, so you get to go get a sneak peek somewhere, and then
I
I'll go
get
do
to
your
get a sneak
dirty
peek
work.
while the stuff is being auctioned off. But what I want you to do, Parker, if you go to the auction, I'm going to give you some stuff to give away at people who were bidding who didn't win the bid.
Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah.
So maybe you see some kid with his dad, they're bidding on something, they get outbid. I'm going to give you some things where you can go out and be like, hey.
Here, little Timmy.
Hey, buddy, I saw you didn't win that. Take this for free, right? So I'm hoping you can make it and we can do that. So that'll hopefully entice some people to go and maybe get some cool stuff without even bidding on it. But Soulfire. I got to talk briefly about this place. Soulfire. This place is freaking amazing. You walk into this place, and this is like a joint you think you would see in like a really big city. This is nice. It's down on, what is that, State Street? What's the main road that goes from Bettendorf into LeClaire along the river there? River Drive?
Yeah, I don't know if it's still State Street, but yeah, it's that same road, yeah.
Yeah, so there used to be a place back in there called Nerd Speak. It was like a craft beer place, and they would do rock and roll bingo, and they had pinball machines. It was super cool, but unfortunately they didn't make it, and so Soulfire has come in and they have renovated the whole place, and it's cold plunges, saunas, red light therapy.
So treadmill hero stuff.
No. Honestly, dude,
I just wanted to plug it.
Thank you. But well, they do have like a really nice fan bike from us in there.
Well, treadmill hero sells saunas.
We do, but not these saunas. These
yeah.
are like the really, really nice saunas. Like, I don't know if you can get nicer saunas. Like, these are like the top end, beautiful stuff. Same with the cold plunges. These are like as filtered comes. Like this is like the top of the line stuff. So when I say you walk in and you're like, oh my gosh, am I like in like the nicest part of like a big city here? No, you're right in Bettendorf. And so anyway, and they've got, like I said, regular saunas, red light therapy, cold plunge, and there's like even separate private rooms.
I wanted to go
too.
see this sneak peek. This is unfair.
Yeah, so we get to go do a sneak peek of that on Thursday, and then they're opening up here real soon. And it's, like I said, I can't say enough nice things about it. It's cool. So
no, that's something I'd check out. Yeah,
check it out. Yeah, and saunas and cold plunges and all that are a hot thing right now. And not everybody wants to invest in having something like that at their house. But even if you wanted to, the quality that you get there, like, ain't nobody putting that in
you're
their
not going to be able
house.
to put that in your house.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. So go check those out. And, yeah, we've got the auction. I think we pretty much covered everything here, man. So we're going to go now. We're going to sign off. We're going to squeeze Christina, the owner of Country Style Ice Cream here. We're going to squeeze her employee, Shelly, into giving us some food. And we're going to go give some of that away. And we're going to feel good doing it. And it'll be great. So some people are going to get some free food here from Country Style Ice Cream. Thank you for joining us today, guys. It's been another awesome show, man. Today was fun. Good people. Good convo.
Good job.
Well,
Jesse finally came back. It's good to see.
It's nice to have Jesse back. It's a nice buffer.
Yeah, people get sick of you.
Oh yeah. I mean, a little bit of this goes a long way. So, all right, everybody. Well, listen. Thanks for joining us today, right here at Country Style Ice Cream. And hey, let's keep it real, baby. We'll see you later.